you start training, start putting in the work, and eventually you're called up to work for WCW as one of the NWO girls. Tell me about that experience.
Well, I actually started with them first, through having done Playboy, and then when I was there for a little while, they wanted me to become trained, and, Terry Taylor called Jim Ross and had me go over to WWE, and WWE sent me to Killer Kowalski's. So it was a little bit of a it was a unique path that was kind of unusual for
Oh, so
wrestlers to have taken.
it was the
So
reverse.
yeah, so
I gotcha.
I was in there and then I went backwards, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I was up and then went down. So yes, so that's what happened. I left to get fully trained. And while I was getting fully trained, ECW and WCW folded. And WWE was busy trying to figure out what contracts they were going to keep, who they were going to let go, all of that. So when it came time to wrestle, I ended up working in Japan and Canada and Mexico and Puerto Rico and just working overseas a lot, England. So that's what I
Yeah.
did.
I mean, overseas is a whole nother culture onto itself compared to the
Yeah.
US. You
Oh yeah.
not only do you learn a new language, but you meet new people, the styles are different. I mean, tell me
Yeah.
about that.
It was probably that's the single greatest thing about wrestling that I've been afforded is being able to travel the world on someone else's money. And you're right, you do work different styles. So, like in Mexico, everything is 2 out of 3 falls match. With the psychology, it's broken down kind of like ours, where the first match is the babyface outshine, the middle part is the heat, the third match is the heel comeback. But we don't know that until you go down there and really participate in it. In
Mhm.
Japan, it's all about heart. So you're trying to win or you're trying not to lose. And they don't cheer for the big moves. They cheer for when you kick out of the big moves. So it's very different. In England, it's a lot of they really like a lot of the old school stuff. It's like a lot of come on, like classic baby face, classic hero, anti-hero stuff. So it's you learn all these different styles working in all these different places. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but you're working with people who don't speak any English. Wrestling is a universal language. You learn a lot.
Yeah.
And while you're there, you get days off. You can wander the cities, try new foods, visit strange things, visit strange lands, meet interesting people, speak foreign languages. Yeah. So
Do you feel that some of those styles from around the world have translated well to the US?
I do. It's more popular now, the Japanese and the lucha style, than when I was trying to bring it back. But that strong style and that lucha style 20 years ago when I was playing around with it and coming back with it, and people are just like, "Huh?" Because you had to get these underground tapes of women and the the Yoshi tapes and
They
things like
tape
that.
traders, yes.
Yeah, now, you talk to any real wrestling fan and everybody knows Yoshi and all the you know, the lucha. They're all experienced. You have that one hardcore fan that only watches WWE and like whatever. But then you have the real fans who watch the indies and the other stuff and the overseas and they know the Japanese wrestling. They know IWA Puerto Rico. Like they watch everything. And they're a lot more um wrestling educated now than they used to be.
I definitely think technology and the internet's played a role in the evolution of how you consume
Right,
wrestling nowadays, and I think
right.
that's helped educate fans on the different styles and the different companies and
Yes.
just everything in between. Luke